I just got done watching the audits video that dealt with the Gastonian Police Department, specifically officers Taylor and Brooks' treatment of Joshua Rohrer and his service animal, Sunshine.
I just saw you take money from that car.
Yeah, you saw me take money, but you didn't see me ask for it.
All right, let me get your ID, okay?
You can't ask for my ID for
yes, I can.
giving me money.
Okay, get your dog, okay? Yes, I can. It's called panhandling. You can give me your ID or you can go to jail for RDO. Which one you want to do?
What's the ID for that?
Because I'm about to write you a citation.
For what?
For panhandling.
That's not panhandling.
Yes, it is.
If you come up to me and give me money...
You walked out to the car.
Because they stopped.
Give me your ID.
You saw the whole situation.
Give me your ID or you're going to jail for RDO, which is resist, delay, obstruct. Okay?
You're going to write a disabled veteran that's living in the woods a ticket.
Yes, because I asked you not to do it, and you
I didn't do it. You
and
see me. I come up
you.
here. I'm packing my stuff up.
I sit there and watch
you. You watch me walk up the sidewalk.
It's your Third City. I'm out with that subject.
Like, you literally watched me walk up the sidewalk.
Okay,
you
give me your
watched the
ID,
car stop. I'm recording.
You violate a city
ordinance.
ordinance.
No, I didn't. There's no city ordinance that says somebody can't give me money.
And you obstructed traffic.
No, I didn't.
I probably need a sergeant out here. He's refusing to give me his ID. Now you see we got a sergeant and multiple units on their way out here. And I can almost guarantee you it's not going to go the way you want it to go.
I want to talk to a supervisor.
He's on his way out here.
Her phone top turn National Drive, the subject refuses to give ID.
10-4, he requested a sergeant.
Doing all right, sir.
Just out with him. I told him he couldn't be on the median.
Yeah, and that's why I was packing my stuff up.
Walk out to a car to get money.
Yeah, I saw him at Circle K the other day with a car.
Now he's refusing to give me his ID because I'm going to write him for violating the city
She's
ordinance.
trying to write me a ticket because I was walking up this, packing up. She told me to pack up.
I told
and
you,
I was literally rolling up my roll. People
you-
give me money without me asking. I don't have to ask.
Because let me tell you, because you're not a lawyer. You can get one, but I can tell you how the law works.
Packed up like you told me
I just want you to know, you can go to jail for this ordinance. If you continue to argue with officers, you're going to go to jail, and we are going to call animal control for your dog. You got it? You cannot be here.
That's fine. I told her I was leaving.
And I interpreted you asking for money because you're
Yeah,
like
that
this.
is-
And
that-
you
you
walk out
can't-
to the car.
You're writing me a ticket for a
Can we
crime
get your
I
ID?
didn't commit.
Can we get your ID?
Dude, I didn't commit this crime.
But you're also in the median after I've told you not to be here before.
And that's why I was vacating, because she asked me to leave. And I was literally walking
I also
up here.
asked
I
you
didn't
not to
ask
take
anybody
money.
for money.
Okay.
That's right. I'm taking this to trial.
You can.
You're wasting taxpayer dollars.
Okay.
Well,
I pay my taxes too.
But I wanted to give you just kind of my reaction with it. Number one, the guy obviously is experiencing difficulties in his life to have to stand on a street corner and accept, I'm not saying that he was panhandling, but to accept contributions from the public who are trying to help him out. And even if he was panhandling, if you were a law enforcement officer with some semblance of a beating heart in your chest, wouldn't empathy take over? Wouldn't compassion just flood your mind and your soul with kindness toward this guy? You know, military men and women supposedly have fought for our freedoms. That's all a lie, because it's a military-industrial complex propaganda campaign under the lies of the United States of America, which Title 28, Section 3002, 15A is a federal corporation. So it's a military-industrial complex ploy to get people to think that they're out there fighting for freedom and democracy and the American way, when nothing could be further from the truth. But I give servicemen and women the benefit of the doubt. I believe that men are basically essentially good, and thank goodness most people are more good than they are bad. But I do believe people that sign on the dotted line to go into the military to fight for our freedoms, that is their aim, that's their intent, that's their motivation, that's the whole reason they signed on the dotted line, because they believe the Army, Navy, Air Force, or Space Force recruiter when they said, hey, you are going to secure the liberties of the United States of America. You are going to make sure that your children's children are afforded the freedoms that they deserve. And people believe that. And I understand why they believe it. So when they sign on the dotted line, they do not understand that they actually become the indentured servants of the military-industrial complex and the defense contractors who don't care about America. But all that aside, I believe Joshua Rohrer probably signed at the dotted line to do that, to fight for our freedoms. And so here he is, believing that he's fighting for the freedoms that Taylor and Brooks from this police department are there to tear down. I don't even get how people can't just be human to another person. Brooks stepped out of the car, immediately made accusations. Hey, I saw you taking money. And he's like, yeah, but you didn't see me beg for the money. Somebody was holding out the money. Somebody said, here, I want to help you. And I was getting that help from their hands. The guy literally committed no crime. Nobody was harmed by Joshua Rohrer. Nobody was threatened to be harmed. No property was damaged, because that is the definition of a crime. If there is no victim, there is no crime, and Joshua Rohrer left no victim. Period. I don't know why it's difficult for people to understand this. And it's infuriating that a dog was tased, was probably, a little bit messed up and turned backwards and sideways, when she ran into traffic. And then we come to find out later at the end of the audit's video that the person who was trying to take care of Sunshine got away from the caretaker, ran into traffic, and died. And none of that would have happened if the Gastonia Police Department, specifically Brooks and Taylor, hadn't interfered with the right of a man to pursue life, liberty, and happiness. But they're not there to protect life, liberty, and happiness. They're there to be revenue generators for the state. They're there to express their authoritarian psychopathy onto other people. And if you don't obey them and give them your ID, which is what it was all about, give me your ID. No, you got to identify. We know that you did wrong, even if he was panhandling. What if the guy is at the end of his rope and he's like, man, please give me some money so that I can get just another bite to eat before I die? What would be wrong with an officer stepping out of her or his vehicle saying, hey, buddy, what kind of help do you need? First of all, I appreciate you signing on the dotted line to protect and defend our liberties and freedoms. I'm all about that. That's why I took this law enforcement job. So I'm not here to hassle you, but hey, can we get you out of the median? Can I take you to a restaurant and get you some hot food in your stomach? Oh, what a cute dog. What a well-behaved dog. And yet, I think it's Officer Taylor, the second guy that arrived on the scene, lied and said Sunshine bit me in the foot.
There you go.
No, your state ID, not your VA ID.
This isn't valid. It's not valid.
I need your state ID, not your VA ID. I'm going to ask you one more time.
It's not even valid.
Give me your state ID. All right, turn around. You're being arrested.
Whoa, what for, dude?
Turn around.
Are you kidding me?
Turn around.
You
Turn
don't
around.
see this?
Turn around.
Somebody help me!
Turn around.
Hey, what are you doing?
Turn around.
What are you doing? Mama!
Hey.
What are you doing?
Hey. Call your dog off. 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 Sir, call your dog off. Call your dog off. He just bit me. He bit me. Call your dog off. To Charlie. Call your dog off.
Obviously, the guy is so freaking scared. He's so petrified. He's so beside himself with fear about this obviously friendly dog. He shouldn't be a police officer. He shouldn't be allowed to have a costume, a badge, come with the authority of the state, and a utility belt with a firearm on it. Yet, am I saying that he doesn't have a right to keep and bear arms? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he should not be in any kind of authoritative position if he's demonstrating that kind of fear about a clearly friendly dog. And so it pissed me off, and I had to do this video. I got this lump in my freaking throat because of Sunshine, and because this was a service animal that was trained specifically to be with Joshua Rohrer to comfort him in his time of need. And boy, did he need comfort when the Gastonia Police Department arrived. Man, you think you got problems now? Just wait till the police show up. You don't have problems until the police start showing up, exacting their tyranny on people. So I wanted to get your take on this. Again, I will leave the link to Audit the Audit's video where he highlights what happened to Joshua Rohrer and Sunshine. But and there's almost no solace in a massive settlement. If Joshua Rohrer gets a massive $5, $6, $7 million settlement, there's no consolation there, because even though the officers don't work for the Gastonia Police Department anymore, it didn't come out of their pensions. It didn't come out of their pockets. And as we've seen time and time, before in video after video, these cops not only, get this paid vacation and get to leave with their pensions intact, they get picked up by other police departments even though they got a cruddy record. And you could have everybody in Gastonia, everybody in the United States of America go to the Gastonia Police Department Facebook page and tell them what dirty dogs they are. They won't change course. It doesn't matter. From their perspective, it doesn't matter what you say. You guys are peasants. We're the rulers. We're the law enforcement class, and we'll do whatever we want to do, and we're going to protect the Thin Blue Line cult and our gang members, and we don't give a damn what you say about it. How do we change this? We don't need police reform. We need to completely overhaul the entire system. By the way, the system is not broken. The system is working exactly the way the system was authored and created to work. It's designed to work against you. It's not designed to work against me. It's designed to work against everybody that you love. It's designed to take more money out of your pocket, as though taxation doesn't do that enough. It's designed to take more rights away from you as they violate your rights, as they take away your freedoms, as they suspend your constitutional, unalienable right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is infuriating. It's maddening. And to add insult to injury, every one of these cops has access to the internet. Every one of these cops has probably seen a video like this, or 2 or 3 or a dozen, and yet they still don't change. Policing in America doesn't get any better. It gets worse and worse with time. Why is that? Remember, you have rights. You have unalienable rights. Nobody gave them to you. Nobody can legitimately take them away from you. They're unalienable. You were born with them. And if anybody crosses that line in violation of your rights, they are your enemy. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the global thought police in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification icon, give it a thumbs up, share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my email list or my website, highimpactflix.com. If you want to support the channel further, grab a conversation starting design from the store. And by the way, on the 23rd, everything is 30% off, so hop on that deal. If you want to become a channel member, that'd be great. But the most important thing is fight for your freedoms. Fight for your rights, because you're fighting not only for your rights, but the rights of every single American, including everybody you will ever love in your entire life. If you don't fight for your rights, if you don't know you have rights, then you technically don't have them. And if you desire to be ignorant and free, you desire what never was and what never shall be. Freedom is dangerous. The only thing more dangerous is not having freedom. I'll see you in the next video.